Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and the first thing I want to say before absolutely anything else is I got a brand new camera, and it's a DSLR, and it's a Canon, and it's my dream camera, and I'm so excited. This is my first time using it for an actual video, and it's really nice, and the quality's amazing, and I can actually see myself and see that I'm in the frame and that it's focused, and I'm in love. Anyways, this video. So, I recently turned 21. If you guys are watching this, it was a few weeks ago. But I compiled a list of 20 things that I learned while I was 20. Because I'm 21 now. Number 1, K-pop is amazing. I technically knew K-pop when I was 19, but I was never really like super into it. I just had like a couple songs here and there, like Mic Drop, DNA, couple others that I would like listen to in the background when they would randomly come on in my playlist. But it was when I was 20 that I saw like a music video and they were like dancing. I was like, wow, they're really good dancers. So I started watching all the dance practice videos, and then I found more songs that I liked, and I like delved very, very deep into this hole that is K-pop and full of amazing talent and beautiful beings. And here I am. Number 2, therapy is helpful. I kind of always knew therapy would be helpful, but I finally adulted this past year and started doing it, and I've uncovered a lot about myself that I didn't know, and it's been very helpful to talk to someone who is a third person outside of my life who isn't directly related or involved in my life to get their perspective on things and be able to talk about things and not have any judgment, and it's great. It's really great. I recommend it to everyone. Number 3, you can't always see things for what they are when you're in the situation. When you're in the situation, you can't always see what's going on. I'm just gonna leave that there. Number 4, it is okay to say no. I always kind of knew this, but like, I was very much a yes person, and I'm still learning that sometimes you have to say no so that you don't have too much on your plate. Number 5, similarly, it is okay to not push through sometimes. Sometimes, yes, you need to really just stick it out and push through all the way to the end, but there are other times when you need to take a step back and realize that you're not in a good place, and sometimes what you're doing is not always right for you. And so even if you're in a place where you feel like you can't just stop, you need to talk to people, whether it's your boss, your mom, your friend. You need to sometimes not push through that current thing you're trying to push through. For me, it was a job. For anyone else, it could be a number of things, I'm sure. But I just had to say no, and I didn't even push through to the end of my contract. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. It's not good for me or the kids, for anything. And yeah. 6, you have to know when to not give a fuck and let things roll off your shoulder, but you also have to know when to give a fuck and not be an emotionless rock. Number 7, I have tibial torsion. To explain that a little, tibial torsion is when your shin bone twists within your leg so that your knee doesn't naturally go to your toe. Here, I'll show you. So my knees naturally turn in. A lot of people think this makes me bow-legged. I am not bow-legged. But so my knees naturally turn in because my tibia, this bone here, twist between my knee and my ankle. So yeah, that's part of some of my knee problems, because in ballet, it doesn't, your knee has to go over your toe, and oh, that was a table. So yeah, my knee does not do the thing it's supposed to, and that has led to a lot of problems that I now have. Number 8, it is okay to take meds. Growing up, it was always a big thing in my family that doctors always just wanted to hand you an antibiotic and be like, here, take this medicine and it will make you better and give you 10 other problems. And so it was very much a thing in my family to reject taking antibiotics, because we didn't want to just be taking a whole bunch of antibiotics, which is valid. But when I started going to the doctor and thus the therapist for my anxiety and depression, I started taking antidepressants, which actually help. And so yeah, sometimes it is okay to take medicine and antibiotics because sometimes they help. Because sometimes there's an imbalance in chemicals in your brain, and taking medicine that helps rebalance it is helpful. Number 9, my uterus hates me. My uterus has always not been my best friend. We don't have a great relationship. I've been a very heavy bleeder all my life, so I started taking birth control to control that, and it worked for a while, and then I switched birth controls for some reason or another, and then I was like spotting nonstop for 2 months, so then I got some other kind of birth control, and that worked for a little while, and then the pharmacist was like, oh, your doctor says we can't redo your prescription, so we can't give you the birth control. So I didn't have birth control for a month because I was trying to contact my doctor, and I was having anxiety about contacting my doctor, so I didn't. And so then I didn't have anything. So then I got basically 2 periods every month, and having a period like every other week is very exhausting and painful. It takes a big toll on your body, especially when it's heavy every time. So I started taking iron pills again, and yeah. Number 10, celebrate the baby steps. For someone like me who has a hard time with certain things in life, sometimes you have to celebrate the fact that you did something, even if it was really small and something that should be easy to do. Sometimes you just gotta be like, hey, I ate 3 meals today. Who cares if they were real cereal? I ate 3 meals. Number 11, don't let others set your priorities or tell you what your priorities should be. Priorities are different from person to person, and so no one else can say what your priorities should and shouldn't be. 12, I can become a pro dancer if I really want to, but 13, I don't want to right now, and that's okay. 14, going solo is okay sometimes. 15, going out of your comfort zone is terrifying, but also okay. Going solo is terrifying, but sometimes it's good to take that step out of your comfort zone and do new things, because if you never push yourself to do new things and step outside of your comfort zone, you're just never going to do anything different, and you're just going to sit inside your house and not do anything, ever. Or at least I would. 16, kind of went over this earlier, but sometimes you need to take a step back in order to figure out what you really want or don't want. But in the case that I was referring to when I wrote this, I took a step back and then realized what I wanted. And so did the other person involved. 17, Minecraft is very therapeutic, and I get really into it, and I can spend hours on days playing it and building things and trying to progress and get the freaking Ender Dragon, which is really hard to do, and I spawned on an island far away and couldn't get to the other island and had to die, and I've died in the void several times, and it's not fair because then I lose everything, and I'm tired of losing my diamond armor. 18, Dan and Phil are gay. 19, nightclubs are not my place. A bar? Sure. Having a rosé at the theater? Sure. A nightclub? And finally, 20, last but not least, Marvel. Marvel likes to hurt me. So there you go. There are 20 things I learned in the year of me being 20. I hope you enjoyed it, and tell me something you learned in the past year-ish. I will see you guys next week.